All right, we got two ready players again, Rhubarb and Xenophilius. If you're on YouTube, you don't even know that anything happened. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Xeno. Greek-inspired word here, lover of strangers, and rhubarb, an angry vegetable that looks like a bloody piece of celery. So delicious. Alrighty, Roo. Xeno on the board with the first Tetris of the game. Rhubarb, we're going to follow suit. That's right, Gerald Freeman. I minored in Greek, in ancient Greek. 34,000 for Xeno, 48,000 for Rhubarb. Rhubarb gonna Tetris. Xeno gonna Tetris. The Tetris one row off the bottom for Xeno, and yeah, just gonna build on top of that instead of taking the burns, but now finally going to take the burns. 107 Xeno. 119 for Rhubarb. It's very foggy over at Rhubarb's house, and it's an extremely crisp security cam video for Xeno. So it's fascinating for me to see, just people with their individual setups and different equipment and just whatever, but we're all making it work. Yeah, it does look like Xeno's on like the Ring doorbell cam footage, like stealing your packages. Tetris for Xeno, 183. 214 for Vicious Rhubarb. Or it could be like an interrogation video, like a police interrogation video. It kind of looks like that as well. It's very interesting. You probably got this at they probably got this at a police auction. All right, Tetris for Xeno, 229, 260 for Rhubarb. All right, I love that T placement. I'm guilty of placing T's in terrible places, but that was perfect placement of that T. Very impressive from Xeno. But for now, Rhubarb in the lead by a little over 50,000 points. That's 2 1/3 or 2.5 Tetrises. Can't do math. Man, people in the Twitch chat contributing to the Bring Back Monday Night Chasedown challenge. So they're just burning all their channel points. They really want Chasedown back. All right, Rhubarb 399, still up by about 50,000 points. Small Jordan with the tier 1 sub. 9 months, Small Jordan. It is time for our Twitch baby to come out. $376, Xeno 467 for the Rhubarb. So Rhubarb able to get out to about 100,000 point lead. Now Xeno has more pieces on the board, so it's not a true lead. It's not as large as it looks. Nice adjustment from Xeno. I can't believe Pumpy made the Monday Night Chasedown challenge, like to deprive people of their channel points. It's like we're It's like extortion. I don't know. This Pumpy is morally questionable. 515 Rhubarb, 452 for Xeno. I mean, you know, Pumpy is capable of anything. You don't know what he's capable of. He's going to extort people just to bring back a fun stream. It's not right. Xeno still with the 111,000 point lead. I think Xeno's been, I don't have any confirming data, but I think Xeno's getting a little bit droughted. Unfortunate misdrop with that J piece. It's going to cause Xeno a little bit of a headache. And you hate to see it right before the 19 transition, but getting some very nice pieces here to bring this down. And just needs like, oh man. All right, just chop it down bit by bit. And oh no, is Xeno going to get out of this? This is so tough. 495 here for Xeno, but you know, a roller. So a roller can do a lot. And our expectations for what they can get out of should be certainly higher. Oh, this is so dicey. And Xeno not going to be able to get out of this, topping out 499. And Vicious Rhubarb is good with heart number 1. And I almost did something else, but there's the heart. All right, 2 hover 3s. That means 2 ready players ready to play Tetris against one another in front of your eyeballs. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And speaking of followers, we are actually 20 followers, last I checked, 20 followers shy of 4,000 on YouTube. So if you, and we're actually, 160 shy of 5,000 on Twitch. So, you know, we need some folks to, you know, smash that follow button or whatever. Is that what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to smash it, bang it. So yeah, just 20 people over on the YouTube channel. I think it's just youtube.com/monthly Tetris. If you wouldn't mind giving us a follow, that'll get us to 4,000. That's pretty good. And of course, you'll see all the streams put up there in a condensed fashion with all the Vandy personality cut out of them. So that's a bonus. It's all business over there on YouTube. They don't want anybody having a personality or saying anything other than describing what is happening in front of their own eyes. I can say like, oh, Xeno puts a long bar in column 2, and they need you to say that out loud. They can't just see it. They need you to say it. All right, bang Tetris for Xeno. 118 for Xeno, 101 for Vicious Rhubarb. Geometry Girl asks, is it better for you, Vandy, to watch YouTube or VODs if I miss a match? It's better to watch YouTube. It is better to watch YouTube, but it's up to you. You know, if you want, either way. It's honestly, the best thing is just to watch as much as you can. By any way that you want. $172 Rhubarb, 136 for Xenophilius. There you go, Nachero with the GG. A little delayed, but it counts. Mr. Brain says, I prefer the VODs because I miss Twitch Vandy on YouTube. Oh, that's very sweet of you. See, for Masters, I've been, I don't know, just playing it a bit more buttoned down. Just trying to amp up the professionalism of the stream here, you know. But in a Challenger circuit, nobody watches that. I can be a little more laid back. No, people do watch Challengers. There does seem to be a drop off for hopefuls and futures, but I don't know. Don't sleep on those brackets. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens in those brackets as well. 291 Rhubarb, Xeno with a chasm deep in the stack there. And able to fill it all in and just needs a long bar to complete. It can't get the tuck of that J. That's going to complicate matters a little bit. Can make it harder to burn this down. And you can see just what the effect that one misdrop has, right? It just costs you. All right, long bar would be great here for Xeno, and long bar achieved. By just trying to get this down. He's an L or a J, and now, well, of course, the wrong one comes. This is the anatomy of a suffer game right here. And one piece away, and finally, Xeno is free and ready to Tetris after all this time. Rhubarb up, though, almost 200,000 points fairly early in the match, so huge suffer dig from Xeno. And Rhubarb just trucking right along. But yeah, has over 200,000 point lead at this point. So can afford to loosen the reins a bit. Doesn't have to be as aggro. But fortunes can change quickly, as we know. And Xeno is a roller, so may have some post 29 or post 28 playability. And Xeno stacking high over in column 7, 8, and 9, and that square is really problematic. And Tetris for Xeno 305, able to bring this board down just a little bit. Approaching transition, so just going to take this stack down and hope to make it up on post 18. Oh, Xeno's right side. All right, this is going to be really tough. Not impossible for the roller, but so much concentration and luck. And the luck just isn't there. Xeno going to top out 358. Vicious Rhubarb is good. So Xeno got out of this, that situation, but it just whatever, just fell apart. Crazy. All right. There we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Rhubarb looking to close it out right now. And put one up on the board for the tappers. That old, outdated play style of hyper tapping. It's like so outdated. No one can ever win as a tapper anymore, right, Alex T? Hyper tapping is like the success kid of play styles. It's old and cringy. No, obviously. Tapping. People can tap and win. 68,000 here for Rhubarb. There you go with the Z spin. We like that. Tetris for Xeno, 75,000. For Xeno, 73 for Rhubarb. Xeno going to Tetris 98,000. But, Alex T proves, you really don't have to roll in order to play really deep into 29. I mean, you can't. I mean, now, of course, he's gifted, I'm sure. But, I don't know. It seems learnable. All right. Adjustments from Xeno. Had an opportunity with that J piece to clear open the right side, but just didn't see it in time. And Tetris Ready Xeno, 171. That's true. It doesn't hurt that Alex T is ripped. Totally shredded. The most shredded 13-year-old on Earth. You ever see that, what is that? Remember, you ever see that Guinness Book of World Records kid who's like the world's strongest toddler? I mean, of course, it's like 25 years old now. It's like he's an actual, man now. But, back in the day, that was just so weird. It's like a 6-year-old with like an 8-pack. It's like ridiculous. It's really weird. $241 for Xeno, $242 for Rhubarb, so that is what I would characterize as close. Or eyelash to eyelash, neck and neck. Rhubarb with the Vilts, the vertical L tuck setup, but I'm gonna throw something else in there. It is a flexible build there, so there you go. Xeno with the Tetris, up by 2 Tetrises now. All right, Xeno with a little annoying gap in the stack. But taking care of it, taking the burns. Xeno, though, able to use the opportunity to build on the lead. 382 now for Xeno, 303 for Vicious Rhubarb. Oh, Rhubarb missing the S spin. It's going to cause about 4 extra lines of burning. In a high power match, that sometimes is a little more than you want to give. But happens to everybody. All right, Rhubarb finally open on the right side. I'm looking for the bar. I'm going to get the bar and Tetris. 340 for Rhubarb, 408 for Xeno. Xeno kind of building out long bar dependency on the right side. Interesting build there, but able to take care of it, but having to stack a bunch of S's on the right, so it's going to put more weight over on that Tetris well that is buried. And it is finally open, and bang Tetris. So Rhubarb able to get some of this deficit back. And that's what you got to do. You got to look for those opportunities. Oh, Rhubarb with nice stacking here. That's a wow. A thing of beauty from Rhubarb, that sequence right there. And go watch that back if you want to learn how to do things. $438 Rhubarb Tetris, 461, now back by 9,000 points. So Xeno is going to get a Tetris, and he has another one already buried there. So it's not enough necessarily to just look at the score and the line count. You got to look at how many Minos are on the board. See how close they are. 540 here on 19 for Xeno. And Rhubarb, 536 into 20. So we're pretty close. Xeno with the score lead and the pace lead. You'd expect the roller to have a little bit of an advantage on 19. But of course, as we've seen over the past year, there's sometimes inconsistency. Missed drops, missed 5 taps and things like that. But so far, Xeno playing very strong. $595 Rhubarb, $645 for Xeno. All right, there's one. I mean, these players are on the same level, and look at the difference in colors. It's just fascinating, the differences. All right, Tetris Xeno, 720, 666 for Rhubarb. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. Very scary. Very scary. All right, Rhubarb able to uncover and get a Tetris 701. Xeno with some burns here, trying to get Tetris ready. Nice T for the T hole. We love it. Taking a few burns here, waiting. Bring the stack down and bang Tetris. 793 Xeno, 764 Rhubarb. Rhubarb, though, already ready for another Tetris. And there it is, 797. So into the score lead momentarily, Rhubarb. A little bit awkward over on the left half of the stack, though. Just wants a long bar to bring this down, but it has to end up forced to make holes. Now looking for a piece for the left. He's going to get it. 835 for Rhubarb here to 27. 841 for Xeno with a clean board. Rhubarb trying to get clean ASAP and will. I'm getting a little tiny bit droughted. Going to take a triple into a Tetris. 890 for Rhubarb and the lead, but ahead by 7 lines. And just 2 lines to go until the transition. 892 for Rhubarb, 886 for Xeno. He's got, they got 2 Tetrises available. Gonna have to take burn. 927 for Xeno. Rhubarb gonna top out 931. And Xeno is gonna take this level 29. And so close. Headed into level 29. Xeno able to clutch it out. It was eyelash to eyelash all the way. And let's give a heart to Xeno. All right, we got 2 ready players. Rhubarb up 2 games to 1. Just wants to put Xeno to bed. 3-2-1 Tetris. Xeno saying, I don't want to go to bed. I want to stay awake. Keep playing Tetris. Smooth Motion says, how are you this fine PM vandweller? And I say, I'm doing well. Yeah, the fireworks, that is actually the tagline on it. Octagon says, where is my chicken sandwich? And no chicken sandwich. They're eating a lot of meat and a lot of eggs. Sue had a chicken sandwich. Thank you for that. Sue with the chicken sandwich, everyone. At Alamo Draft House. Oh, birthday chicken sandwich for Sue. All right, Rhubarb finally getting that Vitz. Yeah, pretty much 0 carb there, Mr. Brand. This is not just low carb. This is pretty much no carb. 91,000 for the Xeno. Rhubarb setting up the T-spin, and will the game feed a T? No, of course not, never. Not a single time has anyone actually converted a T-spin. But the line spin for the delayed burn for Rhubarb, 10 out of 10. All right, Rhubarb looks like he's going to set up for that Tetris. And it is set up for the Tetris. Now, if we can just get the long bar real quick, trying to avoid putting anything over there. Yes, and we'll open up column 7. And we'll end up having to take some burns anyway. But whatever, you go, you try. And let's see what the plan is here for Rhubarb for that awkward setup. And the game just not feeding him lines. The man wants lines. And he's finally going to get the line. 105 for Rhubarb, 154 for Xeno. Rhubarb finally up back to a Relatively normal setup and bang Tetris. So there you go. It's muttering to himself. Tappers muttering to themselves. Channel. Vandy's about to make it in the CTM Discord. 204 Xeno, 152 Rhubarb. Oh, I think Xeno missing a line spin. Rip. 0 out of 10 for that one. Xeno with the Tetris into the lead. I mean, did I say Rhubarb? I don't know. I probably mixed the names up. I think, okay, Rhubarb was the one who Tetrised into the lead. Xeno is the one playing one row off the bottom and Tetrising right now. So there you go. I suspect that I mix up the players' names more than I actually realize. So I don't want to go back and watch some of the VODs and see all the things I messed up on. I said Xeno? Yeah. Well, I did catch it, so. You know, if you say the wrong word and you catch it and correct yourself, no problem, right? 284 Xeno Tetris 307. 316 for Rhubarb. And avoided putting the long bar over to the right. Not exactly sure why, but there you go. But what do I know? I mean, the players are 17 times better than I am, so. I'm sure Rhubarb saw something. 326 on the left, 353 on the right for Xeno. Rhubarb triple into a Tetris and tied, exact same score, separated by 7 lines. Mathematics. There's a Tetris for Rhubarb. I honestly almost said there's a Rhubarb for Tetris. That was literally what was about to come out of my mouth. There is a Rhubarb for Tetris. It's late. I've had a long day. I was up very early. Xeno with the Tetris. And set up again. Rhubarb's going to get one. So they are neck and neck. Transition is approaching. As it does. Dev Boss Long Bar with the Prime resub. And the sub message says, Vandweller is the person of the year. Thank you very much. Dev Boss. Enjoy your emotes. And thank you so much for the support. All right. They are separated by a couple of Tetrises, or no, just one Tetris. It really is getting late. Oh, there's a cat out there. I don't know if you all heard that cat. Yep. The cat wants to come in and scratch my brand new chair. I just got a brand new chair delivered.
He doesn't want to scratch it. He just wants love.
Yeah, he just wants to put fur all over it and itch me out of another chair in this house. 510 for Rhubarb, 556 for Xeno. Rhubarb fighting here with kind of a medium dig. Oh, Croesus with the resub, 2 months. Thank you so much. Saying, I second Vandy as person of the year. Thank you so much. I don't know the poll that you guys are voting in, but I approve of it. 589 for Rhubarb, 655 for Xenophilius. And a couple of misdrops for Xeno. Gonna set them back a little bit. Want to allow Rhubarb, who's perfectly clean, get a Tetris here, into the lead. Just a few pieces away from getting out of this dig. And will, and bang, Tetris. So Rhubarb a little bit ahead in lines, and ahead by a little over 2 Tetrises, now a little over 3 Tetrises. And Tetris for both Rhubarb into 26, Xeno on 25. Rhubarb in trouble, can't get the long bar over to the right and is unhappy about that. Xeno just going to need the 1 Tetris here, taking the burn. Getting a little bit dicey here. Oh no, Xeno. This is Monka's for Xeno. Oh, but Xeno is actually ahead, so Xeno's got it. The board was breaking down. I didn't see that they'd crossed the finish line, but oh my word, I was really worried for Xeno. But Xeno is good. You can relax. And Xeno has forced a decider. Clutching out a few lines here. I think Xeno wants to see it gets the long bar. Very satisfying. And there you go. Xeno with the lead and forcing the decider. Double decider. There we go. We've got a giant D cider right here on screen. Just waggling that big D right in your face. There it is. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Your chick asking if it is... Well, I'm not going to say that. This is the part that goes on YouTube, your chick. I'm not going to say that. Oh, my God. What about the children? Dev Boss, Google chopsticks. Yeah, they look exactly like Slim Jims, but they just have like 0 crap in them. Slim Jims are all filled with who knows what. These are high quality. And twice as expensive, but, you know, whatever. $45,000 for Rhubarb, 46 for Xeno. Xeno gonna Tetris. All right, some adjustment here from Xeno. Open up the right side, bang Tetris. It is early. A lot of Tetris to be played. Over 200 available lines until the speed is very, very fast. Your chick wants to know all about the physical properties of this beef stick. It's very similar, I don't know, similar in texture to like a licorice whip or something. It's very similar. All right, Rhubarb with the long bar dependency, working on bringing this stack down. That long bar will help immensely. Rhubarb back by 80,000 points. Actually set up for a dirty Tetris. And just going to take it down. Not going to mess around. Wants to survive. It is a decider. There is no ground to give. Tetris for Rhubarb out of the dig. Back by 70,000 points. Yeah, I would like Chompsticks to sponsor Classic Tetris Monthly. Why not? Listen, we're not the biggest enterprise around, but here's what you know. If I endorse a product, I believe in it. That's why I'm not doing any Raid, Shadow, Legends, garbage. Oh, Rhubarb with that S over to the right side. You know? If I talk about something, it's because I like it. I mean, that was a crazy... I mean, it just looks crazy to me getting that S over. It doesn't seem legal or moral. 283 for Rhubarb, 341 for Xeno. Xeno ahead by about a Tetris and a half. All right, there's a good long bar for Rhubarb. And another one for the Tetris, 398. So players keeping pace with one another. Tetris Xeno. There it is. Did I say Tetris and there was no Tetris? It's possible. It's really late. Guys, I was up at like 6 a.m. Why did I think I saw a Tetris? It's a Phantom Tetris. You've read the Phantom Toll Booth, and now you're going to read the Phantom Tetris. Pumpy will fix that in post. No, he won't. 495 for Rhubarb, 508 for Xeno. And there it is. We are approaching the final level 19 transition of the match. Xeno transitions 586. And Rhubarb up really high, gonna hang that square over to the left. Rhubarb is gonna top out not like this at 523. And Xenophilius is your bracket winner. There you go. But let's do we need to see the whole thing? I mean, it's not a Mullen opportunity. Xeno, you can top out if you want to, or you can keep playing, or, take your whatever you want to do. There you go. Bracket winner. Oh, you're standing up. You can't be standing up. You got to sit down so we can see your lovely face. There you go. We need to see you pogging and excited. You need to go pog, champ. And you have won a reverse sweep Xeno. And look at that. Xeno can't believe it. Free 40 characters on trophies. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.